Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to do Tower of Keyboard Yeeting, the 6th tower in the game. This is the first difficult tower in the game, so let's just get right into it. And this is in JToH, by the way. I have a link to JToH in the description if you want to play this game. I also have tutorials on some other towers, all the 5 other towers so far. So you start out just by doing a few simple jumps and then jumping over those kill bricks. Now you have to make that jump. Some people mess up on that jump right there, and a lot of people mess up on this jump, so just make sure to jump from the very edge because it's easy to mess up. And now you have some simple jumps here, and this spins, so I'd recommend just jumping the entire time so you don't fall off. And then you do some of these jumps, 2 stud jumps, and then some. Now you gotta do this snake type thing where you have to follow the path. You can either take the left path, it's a bit harder, but it's quicker, but unless you're doing like a speedrun or something, I'd recommend doing the right one if you want to be safer, because the left one only saves like a few seconds. And then you have to do that 3 block wraparound, 3 stud wraparound, and then a pretty far jump. Make sure not to mess that up, and then you have to jump from here, and from here to here. And now, from here, it's a wall hug jumps. Okay. And now from here, you kind of want to jump over this. And this snake might confuse you if you're new to this one. What you want to do is, if you can see the difference, the one I'm standing on to this one right here, the one to the right is a bit lighter. And the lighter ones, you're not allowed. If you're on it, then you'll fall through. They're not solid. So you have to look for the solid ones that are darker. So once you see what it's like, then you can understand it. You can see how it works. And then you gotta jump that. It's kind of far jump. And then for here, I'd recommend going sideways and going like that. It always works when you do that. And then we have some stick out jumps. And for that one. And now you got some moving platforms, except they don't move too much. And now some head hitters. For these jumps, I'd recommend trying to go to the very edge before you jump. And then you have an X pusher that you have to do. I usually do my X pusher slowly, and then you just have to jump to that platform. Now I'm going to do this part sideways, kind of like that. And then a far jump there. And then, oh, I think I'm going to miss it. Yeah, I missed it. Just by a second. But you got to climb up that ladder, and then now you just gotta wait for this, and I just missed it. Now you wait for it to spin around. Okay, and then you jump on top of it. Now what we gotta do here, these are conveyors, so what I do is I jump the second I land on it, like this. And then you have to turn with it, and then the last one is going backwards, so you have to try and avoid that one. And then here you just gotta do this. And for this one, just hold forward and keep jumping. Don't stop, and just try your best to keep going through. Just make sure to stop. And then for this, I would recommend getting in a pattern like this, and then once you're here, just jump to the left a bit. And then here you gotta jump like that, and then you can just jump on top here to avoid those kill bricks. Now here, it's you might fall off on this part, but just do it as quick as possible, and they won't be too much of an issue to you. And now for this one, I'd recommend doing it like this. Like that. It works most of the time when you do it like that. And then you gotta jump up to the ladder. And now you gotta do this wraparound right there, and then you've made it. And now on this side, it's an outside section, so if you do fall, you lose all your progress, but it's not too hard. So you just have a few wraparounds. Then here, you will hit your head, so be cautious. And then jump over here, and then there, and then don't worry too much about that kill brick wall. And now you have to jump around, and this jump might be tricky, so just make sure to jump from the very edge, and you should make it. And now here, you might think that one side is longer, but it's all the same. But you just have to time it perfectly, so just wait for it to come and jump on it. It's a pretty long jump that you have to do, but if you time it correctly, it should work. Now here you have a wraparound that goes super far up, so like that. And then you jump over, and then you have a fin thing, so I'm gonna go in first person and jump at the very end. There we go. Now here, you just gotta do it in shift lock and just go back and forth like this. And now you're on top, and you have the X things. Now what you have to do here is you have to just jump around, just do these, and then here you can jump on top of that, and then jump super far there. And now this is ice, so watch out. So just hold W, and don't. I mean hold space, not W. So, cause if you're not holding space, you won't move far. And also, don't hold whatever key you're doing it in, cause if you hold the key, then the second you let go of space, like if I press space and do the key, I'll be going super fast. So what you want to do is you want to hold space and only press the key like really quickly and then stop for a second. Oh, and I just managed to do that. So you will fall off sometimes on that. It's kind of tricky, but once you get it, then it's not too difficult. So I'm just gonna do this part again and then get back there real quick. So what you want to do is you want to just make sure that whenever you move, you press space before you press your key to move. So like this, press space and then move like this. You just want to make sure that before you move, make sure that when you land, you're not moving, because when you're on ice, you'll be slow when you move. So, but if you're moving fast, then the ice will keep that speed. So you don't want to be going fast. You don't want it to be like a conveyor belt. So it's kind of tricky there, but and then for this part, you just gotta do that. And now here, you just press space and then W, press, and just keep doing that. Make sure that when you're falling, you're not moving at all, except for down. But just make sure that that's the case, and then you can get by that stage. And hopefully you don't fall too much on that stage. And now you're on this stage, and for this stage, what you want to do is when you're on the X pusher, you're not gonna want to go too far. You're gonna want to just tap it, and then once you're here, you're gonna want to jump to that platform, and then you're just gonna want to go through, do these. And I would recommend, especially if you're not confident in your head hitters, do it over the platform so you have a catch zone so you can fall. And now you're gonna want to jump on these things. And here for this X pusher, you're not gonna want to go too far because it will go through the death things and it'll hurt you like that. So you're just gonna want to do this and then make sure you can make that jump and jump on top. And now we're at the second to last stage. And this stage isn't too hard. If you want, you can risk it by doing the tightrope. But I'd recommend just remembering middle, middle, left, middle, right, left. So middle, middle, left, right, left. So I just forgot it because it isn't easy to remember, but I think just try and get it into your brain. So middle, middle, left, middle, right, left. Middle, right, left. So left, right, left. Middle, right, left. So if you want, you can watch the video so you don't have to memorize it yourself. And then just make these two tricky jumps. And now just make sure that you're able to jump on top of this, because if you don't, then you'll fall like that. So I'll be right back where I was. Okay, I'm back, and as you can see, what you need to do here is you can't jump like that, like I did. I jumped sideways. For this part, you have to jump forward like this, and then you'll make it. So just make sure that every time you do that jump, you're doing it forwards. So don't make the same mistake I did, and make sure that you're jumping it forwards and not sideways. Now you just have to climb up this truss and then these trusses, and now we're on the last floor. This floor. And now we just gotta do these. And now you got this wraparound, which might be kind of tricky because it's like that, but you can do it. And then you got this kind of tricky head hitter, but there's enough space where you're able to do it. And then you got this tightrope, and I'd recommend just taking your time on it. So just do it. Oh yeah, take as much time as you need on this tightrope. Just make sure, try your best not to fall, and take as much time as you need. Now, what we need to do here is jump like that, and then climb up to the top, and now you've beaten Tower of Keyboard Yeeting. So now we're in the room, and we can collect our winnings. So if you guys like the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and hit that bell to be notified every time I post a new video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and bye!